Hello everybody and welcome back to Smiling Dreamer Gaming. We're continuing with Avowed. Right, so we've got to go and find the Watcher.
You might want to consider not washing your clothes in safflower oil.
I hate to break it to you, but regular laundry is a common courtesy when you're traveling with a group.
No, it's fine. If you feel the need to wash your clothes, go right ahead. Just use something else.
Sweat and midday breezes don't count as washing, you know.
Right, so I smell like the wilderness. You people stand out like a tree rat in heat. You've been complaining about the flies, though. They're attracted to the scent of sap flowers.
Thanks, Marius. That's helpful.
Well, don't get used to it.
We will. Morning.
The wood echoes, strangled suffering. We knew this creature.
Please tell me I haven't died again.
Still waters. You nearly dream. The bear, the rot in the heart. Did its beauty sing to you?
The bear I put down, I suppose its death had a kind of beauty.
Wilt, then grow again. What gleams cannot be a monster? We wish you had not killed it.
It was Meal the bear. I chose me.
Violets and the stars. We wish for both.
Alright, what would you have done?
Earth into rebirth. Growth into life again. Beauty without end. Must all we love turn to ash? Can we not save it?
Sometimes the only mercy you can offer is death.
Mercy like a knife. It hunts all of us. God, mortal, beauty. Sleep now. We ponder.
So now we don't get any rest at all. Because we're going to be constantly harassed by the voice. Cool. Is there like any soldiers somewhere? Ew. And I thought, look at these two of them, there's only one of them there. Right, we gotta go up here. So they're trying to defend more and more palisades, but it's getting hard for them. Maybe us healing everything will help. Is this Watcher? Hang on, there's something in this cave over here. Okay, just Usher's hand. Oh, this is cute. And you're thinking, oh, hang on, where's this leading? Oh. Oh, what's this? Totem fragment collected to a 6. Sometimes it's nice just to explore places. No, I'm coming up now. I wouldn't do this in real life. No way. Would not be jumping into caves full of water. I won't go in a cave anyway, to be honest. Not some of the stories I've seen on YouTube. I like the guy who got stuck in the Nutty Putty cave. Oh my god, that was so horrifying. Base camp day 1. This is Gearman's journal. Lost the better part of an hour sneaking by a bandit camp. Didn't hear anyone follow me, so I think I'm alright. In the meantime, I've set up under an Adra pillar and noted it. Should be an easy landmark to find when I wander off. We'll begin in earnest tomorrow. The winds are harsh in this corridor and I'm tired. Sanzo won't die if he has to wait an extra day. Day 4, drafted form lines for the hills and southeastern coast. Hope to make it to the ruins, but the rocks make it slow going. Sometimes the sheer scale of the cliffs makes my head spin. Almost lost my footing twice. Have to be careful when I look down. There's something odd about the air in general here. It feels thin. Is the altitude higher than I calculated? No, that doesn't make sense. Day 6, woke up with a headache this morning. A humid front has moved in and swept Paradise in fog. Can't tell east from west. I keep relying on my own map to orient myself. It's no use trying to make progress. May as well go back to sleep. Day 7, why am I here? My earlier entries say I've come to chart this place, but I already have a map. Did Santa draw it? Or did I? The lines end outside the ruins. That's right, that's why he sent me. I can go in. I can finish it. I just need to find my ink. Sounds like he's getting confused. Okay, we can't go in that way. So around here. There's no guards here. The rise. Are we going to come across lots of animals? Hold on, there's something to loot. Fuck, oh crap, what am I doing here? Sorry.
No! Give me a target. Worse than raw. Looks like. Next one's mine. Worse than raw.
Hold on. Someone there, no one else is after us. Oh shit! See ya.
Coming from the rear. Seek.
I'll loot what I can while them two fighting still. Go up there.
Everyone okay?
Oh yeah, I just didn't realise we were going to run into more of these monsters. I thought we were actually going to go straight here, but gotta find our way to them. So I'll go up this way and across the bridge.
Seek. Take him down. Show me what's there. Good one.
Oh, took. Oh! There's another shard up there. What's up here then? Were they trying to get into the city? Can't get that way, can they? Unless they get a ladder, maybe they could. Were they trying to get into the city from here? There's a way, isn't there? Oh, freeze gates. Hang on, don't I have freeze?
Then raw.
I'll just giving them access if they come back. Oh well, if we've given them access, I should say it's my fault, but oh well, I don't care. Ooh, another bow for me to sell. Where's this lead? Where's this place? No, it's not where I'm meant to go, but still. I want to explore. Such a cool ass game. Oh, it is. We're on the other side of it. Obviously the doors are all barred. You'd think they'd have like some guards out here or something just in case. Are they spiders? Yeah, some dirty ass spider creatures. Just go and kill them. Who's there? Hello, who are you? Oh, you have got some, okay. We have got some soldiers.
Seek.
Oh shit, what was that? Phantoms as well. Why am they fighting us?
We got them all.
Okay, yeah, so that... Okay, so there is another path to the city from here. It's not a perfect path, but it leads there nonetheless. At least I know there's another way there. That guard went up here, didn't they? So that's their... Okay, that's what they're actually protecting. There's a hole up there. Sorry, it's my bad. Kind of what I did. Okay, we'll leave the rest of it. Yeah, I don't think it's anything to be concerned about. That'll be alright. Why? Rise camp. Let's do it. So we got another camp.
What are you grinning about?
Huh? I wasn't grinning.
Right. Well, stop it.
That's just how my face looks, Marius. Hey, you got something on your mind? Something you want to talk about?
See? You're doing it now.
Well, now you're being funny.
Oh, gods. I'm just making it worse.
Yeah, you are, aren't you? I wonder if I can upgrade my sword a bit more. Workbench. Common spear. I can upgrade my common spear. Common breastplate. Common spear, upgrade it. 24 now. 26. See, that's still nowhere near. That's 26, but also has fire. Oh no, my common spear 33 upgraded results 33 damage. 32 damage, sorry. Enchant this. Burning Pyre. Full combo attack deals moderate fire accumulation. Successful parry deals. Full combo attack deals moderate fire. Burning Pyre. I need the rip tongue. Damn. So I can once I got a tongue.
Marius, did you leave a cleaning manual in my pack?
Doesn't ring a bell, but I suggest reading it when you get a chance. It's rude not to read a book given as a gift.
Oh my god.
Since when do you worry about being rude?
I'm just saying maybe someone gave you that for a reason. I've noticed that camp supplies don't generally clean themselves.
Weren't you telling me not to wash my clothes so much?
The wilderness doesn't generally smell like boiled hardtack or peppered lithbark stew.
If this is about the time I burned your favorite pan trying to bake sweet pie in it, I'm still sorry, and I will still get you a new one. I don't know how you fit a cleaning manual in your pack anyway.
Well, I certainly wouldn't know, because I didn't give you that book.
You know, if there's something you want to say, you can always talk to me.
Got these two. Oh, coming to me again.
Thoughts and whispers, we feel them rumble beneath the surface. We smell conflict. Kith turn on kith. We do not understand.
I never thought I'd find myself explaining something to a spirit.
Clouds brew around our prison. There is much we cannot grasp. We have questions.
I have to admit this is a little strange, but alright.
Clear the mist. They come on foreign ships, exiles grafted from other trees. The salt clings to their hair, the scent of distant shores to their skin.
Some of them are seeking freedom.
Branches unimpeded. Why?
Freedom to be themselves.
A foundling deer seeking the woods. The ground stirs. New roots seek to grow taller than the old. They bring banners, arrows, swords. What do they seek from us?
They want the same thing as the others. Power.
Blood thickens the stream. Wolves fighting for territory. Is the instinct to conquer innate?
I was murdered as soon as I got here. Some order wouldn't, well, kill it.
Order. A bush pruned into obedience. We fear. Wait. We have forgotten something. A memory we misplaced. We reach for it. It calls to us.
A memory? What kind?
The past. Theirs. Ours. The layers of the land. It whispers in the eastern wilds. This is all we know. We learn much. Sleep now. Dream of warm tides and purple leaves.
Right. It's interesting doing these address downs. So going through this cave should lead us to that, right? Hopefully. Get my blade out just in case there's something aggressive in here. You never know.
So-called godless people. Disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by.
Yeah, and I'm smashing them. Smashy, smashy. Smashy, smashy, smashy.
I'm not one for walking up to altars. Let me leave this one alone.
Altar. Up here. I'll have a look. I don't see any altar. What's this? Ancient memory.
We have been here before. Does the new earth settle beneath your feet?
I smell the blood of ancient wars in the soil. How can that be?
Dried blood on a blade. A relic of a battle fought and lost. A way of life transplanted.
What battle? When did this happen?
Now our memory is a wound, reopened.
What do you remember?
For generations, the Akita wandered the land, seeds in the wind. A storm had tossed them to our shores. They were branches without roots. Then you, Kishimal, were born with our face. Our flowers bloomed in your hair. Your people saw a sign of greatness.
A gift.
A blessing. One with a heavy price. The elders trained you not as a child, but as a paragon. They expected everything. They forgave nothing. The responsibility was like a stone. Help us remember, Kishimo. How did you bear the weight?
I turned inward. I punished myself more harshly than the elders ever could.
Your attempts to douse your own fire could not diminish your light. Where you saw disappointment, your people saw wisdom and strength. When you came of age, turmoil stirred. Lightning split the bark. Some tired of their exile. They wanted to return to their ancestral lands.
They were misguided. Our prospects lay in front of us, not behind.
You both wanted the best for your people. How could you reconcile? A bud opened. A comet streaked across the sky. You had a vision. You dreamed of a city where the sea swept into the wood, a place to flourish, to gather, more than a settlement, a home. What did you envision in your fitful sleep, Kishimo?
Wide roads, open gates, docks that would welcome the world.
The Akita could not remain isolated if they were to thrive. They needed to open their arms to each other, and to outsiders as well. So the carpenters and masons set out, but we resisted them. What was a wall to a trailing vine? An arch to a mighty oak?
I told them to build in harmony with nature, even if the city was not as grand.
The Akita's fate hung by spider silk. You knew you must adapt. Months became years, and the people stood in awe of what they built. It eclipsed the lands of their ancestors. Its spires challenged the clouds. How did you feel as you gazed upon your masterwork?
Proud.
You had earned your pride, yet a new trial awaited you. The people reasoned that the one who had built the city should lead it. A chorus of their voices joined in one. Another wait. Some claimed that this was the destiny your birth foretold. Tell us, Kishimo, how did you lead?
I honoured our laws and traditions. I tried to be firm but fair.
To have strength is to have judgment. We should like that to be our way. In time, others admired your impartiality. You were what they hoped for. A beacon on the cliffs. A guiding hand. So your reign passed, a year into an age. The seas rose and fell until one day, nothing. Silence.
What happened?
We see ash. Devastation. A lifetime reduced to dust. We can remember no more. No matter how far we reach back.
Were we invaded? Were we conquered?
It is fruitless. A void. A tremor in the Adra. Perhaps it should not be known. Yet one shape shines through the canopy of our memory. A face amid the rubble. You, Kishimo. What became of you?
My people rescued me from the devastation.
They wept with joy as they extracted you. A long night lay before them, but the leader they loved remained. As the earth settled, we felt their hope in the darkness, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Remembrance of Kishimo, godlike ability passive, increase your maximum health by 10%. What the hell? No way.
Envoy. Oh, gods. Thought maybe we lost you for a minute there. You are here, right? Watch your step.
Of course I'm here. How do we get over there then? Okay, how do we get to her place? Doesn't seem like there's a way there. It's weird. Okay, let's go. Okay, maybe I've gone to a different place. I'm not meant to be here yet, but I've come anyway. I thought it was there and it was not. It's weird. Okay, so it's not across there. I've got to find the bridge up there. What? Oh, okay, yeah, I cut across the wrong bridge. Of course I did. Of course I did, of course I did, of course I did. It's up here. I went that way instead of this way. Of course I missed it. Like a pillock. That's where she lives, but what's up here? Shrine to Wodica.
Another godless ruin. Your countrymen turned that one into a shrine to Wodica.
A good thing or a bad thing? There's people here.
Well
Wait.
met. Feel free to partake of Wodica's favor.
Hello.
Welcome. Please stay a while. May the Burned Queen watch over you.
You had me at welcome and lost me at burned queen.
Pray, she never hears you. Wodica forgets little. Come to pay your respects at the shrine, envoy?
I'm surveying outposts in the area. Anything to report?
Only that the Living Lands has no idea how to honor Wodica with proper respect. Just look at the state of this shrine.
At ease, soldier. You Adherents sure do take these things seriously.
One cannot take the sacred for granted. One of Wodica's own totems sits at this shrine, a true rarity. Totems like these are relics from a bygone era. There are legends about how the gods imbued them with their own essence. Can you imagine holding something like this in your hands? Alas, this one is a fragment of what it once was. What I would give to see what power it held.
How's the restoration progressing?
Painstakingly. We don't have the right materials to rebuild the shrine, so we have to make do.
Nice work. It even smells better here.
I've asked for more supplies. Hopefully the Quartermaster won't be foolish enough to refuse. The Burned Queen deserves everything from us. The sky, and the land, and the heads of her enemies.
Do you revere the other gods as much as Wodica?
The others betrayed her. They cast the Queen out. But it doesn't matter. She will prevail in the end. Fuck Margrin for burning her. Fuck Abidon for building the machines that powered Margrin's treachery. I have more patience for the two gods of death, Bereth and Rimagard. I merely tolerate Wal and Scan. And I'm profoundly uninterested in Eothas. Apologies. I suppose I have strong opinions on the gods, particularly those that cross the Burned Queen.
Whose godlike do you think I am? I know I must take after one of them.
I don't know. I've been wondering that since you approached me. Your features are unique. If you're fortunate, perhaps you'll be revealed as a godlike of the Burned Queen. A blessing indeed.
No, this is fascinating. I wonder what you think about the rest.
Of course. I consider myself a self-taught scholar of all the gods, though I am partial to one.
What's wrong with Eothos?
Eothas rules over light and hope and redemption and all such things. He allegedly died, but then rose again in the Deadfire Archipelago. They also say that long ago, a farmer by the name of Widewind claimed to be a vessel of Eothas, and went on a rampage across the Eastern Reach. Frivolous idiocy as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, of course. Tell me how you really feel about Abaddon.
Calls himself a god of crafting. But Abaddon is just a sniveling idiot who serves Margaret, creating weapons for her campaigns. I don't understand how he could bow his head to that traitor.
What's wrong with Eothos?
Eothas rules over light and hope and redemption and all such things.
You've already said that. Okay, I don't know who said that. Two gods of death? Isn't one enough?
Ah, you'd think so. Berith is the one who determines who lives and dies, ruling over the paths that the dead walk to their next lives. But Rimagant rules over the act of death itself. He is famine, and he is loss, bad luck on a winter road. Very different aspects of the same universal end.
You seem to loathe Magran.
Margaret is a traitor. Instead of bowing her head, Margaret burned Wodica. Yet her followers claim she's not a god of battle lust, that she instead embodies military excellence and discipline. Ha! If she were either of such things, the act of worshipping her wouldn't be so persecuted in Rayed Ceres.
Skaen? Isn't he a god of rebellion?
Yes, a god of resentment, and secret hatreds, and violent rebellions. Sometimes, his followers mutilate themselves so he can possess them, transforming them into killing machines that die when the slaughter is done.
Whale? I feel like I've heard all manner of stories about Whale.
I'm not surprised. Wal is the god of secrets and revelations. Their worshippers have probably rambled incoherently at you about one thing or another at some point. It's tiresome.
Yes. Well, you're clearly busy. I've distracted you long enough.
Of course. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Wait! You have an important mission, Envoy. Before you go, take the totem on the altar with you. I feel you should have it. Perhaps it will grant you the Burned Queen's grace on your journey. I will await its return.
Okay.
Looks like this thing's missing a few pieces. You people probably want to take it back to camp and study it, yeah?
Maybe I do. Hello? Excuse me. It's over here, nothing important. Nobody else to talk to. Margaret's Fury added to inventory. Okay. I'm glad we found some of the interest over here. Oh god. Oh, how do I get up here then? There'll be a way up here. So someone broke the bridge. Yeah, there's gotta be a way up there. Someone broke the bridge, or did she break the bridge so no one can come to her? Oh, where's this leading me? I'm inside a cave. How do I get across there? How do I get across there then? I can't run and jump unless I gotta climb higher. I'm gonna have to climb up even higher, aren't I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to climb up there. If I can. It's not letting me, so the hell am I meant to get up there? Gotta be enough. Strange that I can't actually get up there. Oh, I can. Here we go. Up here. Oh, come on. Let me get up there. Come, grab onto that. No. No. There's got to be a way to get up there somehow. Unless there's a way underneath. How else am I gonna get in? It's weird, how can I get there? Oh, this is all broke. Someone broke it. There's gotta be another way across. Never look on the bridge. On the map. Okay. From that camp, can we get from Watcher's Mirror? Ancient Memory? Maybe. Or I could go around that way to Runyard's house, maybe. Yeah, let's get back that way. I think I can do that. I think I can go through that way. What the hell, man? Oh, what's in here? Chest.
If anyone can get away with leaving a temple, it's a godsend.
Yeah, don't write me raiding stuff. I'll be doing it quite a lot. No, the bears. We don't have to fight the bears. Okay, go around here. Around there, maybe. Okay. Oh, let's kill these. Oh, I'm the bears. Fuck this. Okay, run. Don't have to fight everybody. Don't have to fight the bears. Not one of these bloody things. Oh shit. Hello.
Seek.
Take your best shot.
Then raw.
Over here. Left leg. What's this?
Stay here and attack him.
Then raw.
He's chucking rocks, of course he's.
Beyond seek. Then raw. Then raw.
My big boy. Oh yeah. Who is that guy?
End up dead. But hey, they're not me. Good fight.
Wow, okay, so we killed this guy in his
Squad
camp.
mate took a bet to steal an ogre's club. He lost that bet. And both arms.
This game's so freaking cool. I've got to be careful, there's explosives there. I've already stupidly blown them up before. I know we've got to somehow skirt away. Oh, flipping heck. believe I really did that. And I've got to work my way around here to get onto the next area, isn't it? Yeah, I'm nearly there. Thank you. Oh shit, there's a bear? Oh no, I'm not after the bear. Mate, the bear's following me up here. Oh shit, okay, let's kill these first. I'll just stab everybody. Oh my god, the bears fighting each other. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I got distracted. Bye-bye. I didn't kill this guy, someone else killed him. So we've got to go down here. Oh shit. Oops.
Here we go.
Oh my god, bears as well. Oh shit. Grenade. Shit, run away, there's a bear, run away! Run away! Stab and run! Stab and run. Come on. Come on.
Then Roth.
I'm here. I didn't fully run off. Is this going to lead me to where I need to go? Eventually I need to get all the way around there, don't I? Pilgrim's Path. I'm actually going nowhere near where I need to go right now. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going absolutely nowhere near where I need to go. Can I go back there? Can I fast travel while in combat? Okay, once we're not in combat I'm going to have to fast travel there. Because I'm going completely out the way. I'm nowhere near where I need to go. Oh my god, where am I now? This volume is warped and water stained. A quick flip through its pages reveals it was diligently updated for 7 years. Its last entry is dated to 2828. Okay, season of nesting birds. After 27 hours of difficult labour, I am the mother of a coral pink squall of a girl. I will call her Mata, after my mother's sister who was carried away from us on Mamera's wings last season. May she have something of her spirit as well as her name. Season of sun showers, and Nora presented Mata with a fishing pole, the harpoon and the basket this morning. How anxious I was that she should choose the harpoon and spend the hot seasons away at sea, or the fishing pole and be fettered always to the town, or the basket and spend her life climbing trees. But sweet Mata turned her back on all of them and crawled into her father's lap. She would be as her father is then, a healer, and stay always near to me. Season of ripening koiki. Last night Mata told her first story. It was a tale of a mighty war pirate who fought fearlessly in many battles against the terrible Naga. But though he was a great warrior, he'd always wanted to explore the islands. So when his mother wasn't looking, he flew to the top of Serpent's Crown in the Neketakar. He saw all the way to Hazongo. The sky went on forever, but he became scared of the heights and called for help, and his mother, the queen of the war pirates, came to rescue him. From then on, he was happy to remain a warrior. Great Aunt Mata once told me a similar tale when I was a foolish young girl determined to climb the tallest koiki tree in the village. Perhaps there is something of my old aunt's soul in my daughter after all. Season of churning waves. A dread storm cloud sits heavy on the horizon and small tremors shake the land. But my girl is not disturbed. Tonight she leads the children in a performance of Nagati's Kraken dance. As taught to us by the young women from Marsh Island, we made her bracelets and anklets from shells we collected on the beach together, and she wove her skirt herself. As we near the season of her birth, I remember how when I first quickened I told Anaru I was afraid. It is strange to look upon this tiny miner and think I may have never known her. How strange this life of mine, how generous the gods.
If you traveled weeks to see him, you can wait a few more days. The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Land suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow, either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home, because the goddamn temple is closed.
Are you two done?
Why do you give a fuck? Oh shit. Oh shoot. Oh drat. Haha.
Idiot. You do not recognize your Emperor's favorite dignitary? If you are smart, you will have her relieved. She is terrible at her job, I say.
What if I'm not smart?
Hikara, then I will assume you must be the Emperor's nephew to get this job.
Don't listen to her. I'm sure you earned this position fair and square, like all my commanding officers, who I respect and admire tremendously.
Why can't she enter the temple?
Hikara, an excellent question. Holy One, please. I say you must make her see reason.
As I've told Kalya here, there's a venture underway inside. The Free Expedition Corps is exploring a cave system that holds a temple of Aethys. There's an old man in there, calls himself the Oracle. I guess he's got something they want. And uncouth pilgrims will only get in the way.
Your expedition has been gone 3 days, Sejuin. I say they are dead.
You mean the Temple of Eovos? Where is it?
It's in the cave back there. It's a hike, and the path there is crumbling to bits. So even if it weren't closed, you know, I don't recommend it.
I'm here at Ulfric's request. You've got an expedition in trouble.
The boy made it back to the embassy. I half expected him to kick off on the way there.
He was badly injured and grieving his brother's wounds. I say it is good news.
Sure, until the Inquisitor hears he abandoned his men to go crying for his mum.
Soldier, focus.
Right, sorry, Envoy. The expedition team entered through the cave just past here. They planned for a day's journey, but they've been gone for more than 3. Something must have held them up. Our freak mentioned traps and earthquakes and...
The Oracle who maintains the temple is a godlike of Aethys, so there is no telling what he is capable of.
They were carrying a lot of tools and weapons with them, so be on your guard. And Envoy, thanks. I know Offreak will appreciate you looking into this.
Anyone would do the same.
Yeah, well, you're not just anyone. You're a friend of the Emperor, and that means something. Hey, good luck out there.
Who does this guard woman think she is?
I shouldn't even be doing this yet, but oh well. Travel to Obsidian temple. Okay, not yet. So we know there's this temple here, which I didn't even know was coming. I could. Cause I actually want... Thing is, I'm right here. I'm here right now, so I could go there, do that. Because I'm here, and there's no fast travel point by the other thing, so why don't we just go inside? Come on guys, let's do it. Let's go meet this other godlike. Might as well. Screw it. They're all dead, aren't they? Did the godlike kill them all? A dead bear over there, isn't there? What's this? Electricity. Oh no, electricity. Hey.
Something tells me those weren't the last walking skeletons we'll be fighting. Take a moment, people.
Magic, what's this? Yearnung, the bright star, spoke, and that voice was like a clarion cry. Calling his soul forth, he knew it for the right hand of the shining god, and was afraid. "O wanderer, hear me," she spoke. "You are known to us, and your deeds put you far from salvation." And he wept, for he knew that his sins lay bare before his great illumination. Then Sargamis spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. "Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness, even for you, if you will embrace him." Harmkay knelt before them, then resolved to save himself and ask what he must do. And Modigan spoke. Her voice was like the songbird's final hymn, bidding farewell to the day's light. "While darkness lies within you, you must cast into his light. Your sins will be burned from you, until you are newly formed, reborn into his keeping." So spoke Modegund, but Eadnund warned him, saying, "You have walked all these years into darkness, and must now return. You will find the path like treading fire, and every step you will be tempted to turn away, but no harm will come to you if you keep your faith." Whoa. They killed a bear, so they must be pretty badass, this corp. Wow.
Gods, never seen anything like it.
Views like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
Something stirs here.
What? Something good or bad? We've already found
Broken
skeletons
tripwire. Maybe Offrig's squad passed through here.
and got their asses kicked.
Look at that.
What
That
the hell?
statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
What the brick?
No one knew that was down here.
Rejoice. Whispers of searing light.
You're not my brother.
Hello?
I got to be dreaming. Oh gods, am I dead? Is this the Beyond Spirit? Have you come to take me to Gallowayne's side?
The kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Use Dream Touch to heal him.
Oh, that's the creepiest sensation I ever felt in my life. Like vines were growing all through me.
If it works, don't question it. And look, your wounds are closing up already.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here?
I can ask you the same question. Are you with the Expeditions Corps?
Free Expedition Corps out of High Crown. Yeah, that's us.
Cool.
Well, that's me anyway. The rest of those assholes went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, Cadman, honest. Oh, shit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that Oracle and his relic, which is probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. It's probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in.
Tell me about Gaja.
Our captain, she's... I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn.
Relax. You're not the first person to have a bad commander.
It's not like that. I mean, it didn't used to be. Yeda's not been quite herself lately. I've always known her to be cautious, careful. Now she charges forward recklessly. And she pushes us as hard as she pushes herself. That's how I got hurt.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah. And when we make camp, she has these terrible dreams. Wakes us all up with her screaming and muttering.
Can't be sure, but it sounds like the dream scourge to me, Envoy.
Anything I need to know about the Oracle?
I doubt I know much more than you do. I mean, you're godlike, just like him.
Come on, kid. Don't get starstruck now.
Well, he's touched by Aethys, right? And he's supposed to be old, like hundreds of years old. And I don't mean elf old, he's extra old, like Aethys has been keeping him alive or something.
Great. He's old. Anything else?
They used to receive pilgrims, but only the ones who could make it in. This place, it's like a trial.
Yeah, we've seen the same traps and crumbling buildings you have.
And he's building something. A statue of Aethys, I think. But I don't know what for. I mean, after what Aethys did in the Deadfire, people don't come here anymore.
I'll go speak with this Oracle then.
He'll be the last one to have seen him, I bet. I'll just rest up here a minute before I head back to Paradise.
Take it easy. No sense getting yourself into another scrape.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I was gonna die down here.
Given the extent of your injuries, you certainly would have.
It's a lucky thing you found me then.
I'll see you back in Paradise, Caedmon.
Right, yeah. You got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I was.
Ah, it's going to save his mates.
Seems like a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand. Maybe one of Juliana's girls will too.
He's gonna have a hard time getting out of here, but at least we gave him a fighting chance.
Is that all you got? Hey! Over here!
Let's kill him.
Everybody all right?
What's this say? Captain Gajada, is it? I don't know. The relic you seek is but one of the many thorns in the rotten heart of this land. Claim it for idea and it should efficiently be confirmed you'll be appropriately rewarded.
If Ludwig's after this relic, we might be on the right track.
I'll say we get it ourselves. Say we get the relic and keep it. Don't give it to Ludwig. I might as well switch to this actual quest.
I see someone. Be ready for anything.
See Oracle.
Brother, can it be? Come, stand in the light. Let me look at you.
He's gold.
It has been too long. I had feared I was the last of us, but you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargamus, servant of the once shining god, he whose light has lately dimmed. What brings you to this sacred space?
You're really a godlike.
I am as you are, though I do not care for the word. Aethys the Dawn Treader is my lord and patron. If you will forgive me saying so, I am surprised to meet you here. Even before the vanishing of our kind, it had been some years since a child of Galawain came to speak with me. And I have never seen a member of the Lord of the Hunt's coterie whose visage resembles yours.
That's because I'm not a godlike of Galawain.
Ah, of course. I should not have assumed. I have had the great privilege to speak with thousands of our kind during my long life. And you do not resemble a single one of them. But if not Galawain, I cannot imagine who else among the Pantheon might have blessed you.
Truthfully, I don't know which god is my patron.
My relationship with my lord has oftentimes been the one succor through difficult seasons of my life. I hope that when you find your patron, it is the same for you. May I ask, as a god's child, did your earthly parents love you?
I believe they cared for me in their way.
Even many kith untouched by gods are not so lucky.
I've been hearing a voice in my head since I arrived on this island. Could it be my god?
I suppose it's not impossible, but the gods typically make themselves known to us in our earliest days, before we have left the comfort of the womb. They are present in our hearts and mind before, well, before we even have a notion of I at all. I am sorry. Yours is an unusual case. Tell me, this voice in your head, do you want it to be your god?
If it's not my god, I don't know what else it could be.
Other than a symptom of madness, you mean? You do not seem especially troubled. No more than any kith subject to life's uncertainties. As to what the voice is, if it is unlikely to be a god, I cannot say. It may be a particularly powerful soul attempting to control you, or the echoes of a past life. Perhaps it is the sending of an archmage, or some ancient construct of Engwithin make. Or it may just be the beginnings of the Dream Scourge. Whatever this voice is, I suspect only an expert in souls can say.
I was told you were exceptionally old. Is that true?
What an impertinent question! Indeed, my soul has dwelled in this form for centuries, beyond even the lifespan of the longest-lived elf. My lord Aethys inspired my birth in the same year the kingdom of Adir was founded. You might say my birth heralded the empire you now serve.
But that was over 600 years ago.
About 630, yes. Give or take a decade. One does lose count.
So, why haven't you died yet?
That is a question for my lord. I have asked him many times. But even when he spoke to me, he would not say. I suspect it is his essence that has kept me alive. And now that he has abandoned this world, well, I soon expect to die.
Eva's talked to you?
In prayer, in dreams, as I ate and loved and labored, his voice was a constant murmuring in my ear. But when I spoke to him, he never did reply. So, do not mistake his talking for a conversation. He only wanted to be heard.
Are you afraid to die?
Not anymore.
You must have witnessed some unbelievable things.
Many, yes. Some that inspired awe, others dread. For a time, I proselytized among the colonists who first settled Ea Glanfath. I held the door of my parish church against an onslaught of Glanfathan raiders, and I watched them fall prostrate before my light. I tended the wounded in the Broken Stone War, the War of Black Trees, the War of Defiance, and in many wars that were never given the dignity of a name, and since have been forgotten. I can hardly recall them anymore.
Did you ever meet St. Waidman?
Is that what they're calling him now? I heard the man that was Widewin speak when he was but a farmer. He had a presence even then, furious, incandescent. It was astonishing, his power. I wonder, had my lord already made a home in his body by then? Did my lord share with Widewin his plans to wage a pointless, bloody war while wearing the poor man's face? What a grave injustice. To have your body stolen and be made into a saint. Tragic Widewin. Pitiable Widewin. I grieve for what became of him.
Do you wish it had been you who was made a saint?
God help me. I do.
You spent a long time in the Direwood. What made you stay?
The Deerwood has been a
Deerwood.
troubled place since the very moment of its inception. Conflicts erupted as regularly as spring flowers, to bloom and die as swiftly. So, there is always some dark corner in need of light, if you'll indulge me in the metaphor. Truthfully, I had been jailed for proselytizing in Colklin, and it was to the colonies I was exiled. So it was the Deerwood or death. I had nowhere else to go.
Why would you tell me this?
Because you are my brother, and I want someone to know.
Why did the gods vanish godlikes from the world?
There are many theories, which the holy and learned of Eora have only just begun to argue. But you did not ask me for theories. Frankly, I do not know for certain. However, I believe the gods are preparing for war.
A war against each other?
A war of all against all. A struggle between destiny and design. Who yokes the soul of the world? Whose machinations turn the wheel? Who acts, and whom is acted upon? That is the ultimate power, brother. The only power there is. To decide the fate of another, and to make it so. For so long as we have lived, it is the gods who have decided for us. But change is possible, if we are brave enough to want it. And Kith have lately grown very brave indeed.
Did you build this statue?
Indeed. It has been my obsession these last few years. hewn by my own hands from stone in Ardra, and no small degree of melancholy. I suspect it will be my last great labor before this body is returned to the earth, and I am returned to my god.
Are you dying?
If I am, it is from an affliction that death will not cure. But no, brother. I am only very old. My light is waning. As Aethys' essence leaves the world, I am leaving with him. His essence has kept me alive for centuries, and soon we will enter the longest night.
I heard there was a temple of Aethys in this cave.
Be welcome, for you have found it. People like you and I once sought this place in moments of spiritual turmoil, when the world and our souls could not find rest. Moments of war, famine, massacres, when those such as us are called upon to speak the gods' wills and to lead. But I have seen not one of us these last 3 years, and it is rare indeed that pilgrims come to pray. Perhaps our meeting now is the work of immortal hands. I pray that it is so.
Why would godlikes visit this temple and not the temples of their patron god?
Godlike. Such a meager word for us, who are the gods' eyes and ears and hearts. We are the phenomena through which the gods experience the world. We are as like the gods as a finger is like a man. You and I and our raptured brethren, we are the gods themselves.
That's all very poetic, but it doesn't answer the question. Is this place special to godlikes?
It had been once, when we were legion, but no longer. Our kind came here to find fellowship and understanding, in a world determined to bend us to its purposes.
I've wondered what purpose the Emperor had in naming me his envoy.
This is a heavy burden you carry, to be beloved of both a god and a god among men. I imagine one cannot help but wonder, did he elevate you for your skills and knowledge, your strengths, your accomplishments, or for what you are? You and I are instruments of a divine will. In choosing you to be his envoy, your emperor ennobles his purpose and tarnishes yours.
You named yourself after one of the early figures in Ethiopian scripture.
Then Sargamas spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace him. I am that same Sargamas. Though it has been some time since a man has knelt before me and begged absolution, as Hamka did. The people do not hold to the gods any longer, and they do not hold to their servants. We live in a time of disbelief. The gods are absent, and have recalled their gifts from the world. Avarice reigns. Acquisition is the faith to which all men bow. But perhaps there is hope. You have read the Book of Verses, and we are here together, if only briefly. In this moment, we are not entirely alone.
I'm looking for an expedition of my countrymen. Did they pass this way?
An expedition? I'm afraid I don't understand.
Right. Maps, ropes, pitons, rugged boots, water for days. People down here looking for stuff?
I am familiar with the concept, tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous. And this representation of Aethys we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it. Do you know what their purpose is here?
Do you really expect me to believe you haven't seen them? There's only one way through this place.
It's a reasonable question, I'll grant you. You must understand, this place has seen so few visitors for so long that I often retreat into my private quarters. To read, you understand, or pray, or sleep. Age has made me slow. I tire easily. I sleep now more hours than I wake. They could have already come and gone, and I would be none the wiser. In any case, you haven't told me what it was they searched for. Or do you not know?
They were searching for a relic you're rumored to keep here.
Ah, the splinter of Aethys. I suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss.
Where do you keep the relic? I might find them there.
It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors, or indeed, myself. The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
Right. Here it comes.
You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue, but a reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Aethys in its appropriate grandeur. It is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred. But I can no longer reach the relic on my own. Return it to me, and who knows, perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way.
Are we back before you can say 10 praise Aethys?
I am most grateful. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue or devices. May light illuminate your path, brother.
Why shouldn't I touch his stuff? Why should I not touch anything? Something happen if I touch it? I'm gonna touch as many things as I can. Can I do it? Can I touch everything? Let me touch it all. I'm having a look around. I'm touching stuff if I can. I don't care. What is this place? Statue of Aethys. Missing splinter. Sacrifice. He is gone, but he's still with me. What form should I relinquishly take that is fit to hold the splinter? Were I in high crown still, I would petition the church for ivory, gems and gold for this remnant of this holy bodies with all of the wealth of the empire and more. Being as I'm sequestered here, I will make do instead with the wealth of the land, granite from the tallest peaks, clays from the fertile riverbeds, and trunks from the most aged trees. I must work without ceasing until it is done. The memory of my lord cannot endure delay. He's beginning to take shape. I thought at first a sanctuary would be appropriate, a temple within this temple of the godless, but when I prayed of my plans for the building's construction, I received a vision of Aethys' Titan as it had existed in its time. A body of strange flesh and bone, hundreds of feet tall, astride the land with the Paphian at his side, facing down the forces of chaos like 11 colossal ships on the line. What crisis manifested them and inspired them to act? I know not, but I shall remake him as he was in my own fashion. He is complete, but the statue I have made is inert, lifeless, dull. The work of my hands does not dignify the splinter. There is something deficient in it, and in me. I must destroy it and begin again. He is made anew. His effigy is formed from granite, clay and wood still, but they shelter now a precarious Ador core. It glimmers even in the low light of this cavern's ceaseless evenings. He brings the dawn to this penumbral place as the light of his attention once brought to my soul. And the Empire they celebrate spring dawn today, or they would have prior to the Saint War. I wonder what of him remains in the beyond after this dissolution, because I long to be with him again. What if I did not have to wonder? What's that? No idea.
Leave those be. They protect my devices.
Yeah, well, I'm using them. Why? Why? What happens if I keep doing it? Doesn't want me messing with it, so I'm gonna mess with it because I don't care. But I can't. Should be able to climb up there, yeah. There you are. What are we to make of the absence of the Edwithians from the living lands? Think often of the hundreds of years I spent in the Eastern Reach. In all my time there, never once were the ruins of Endwith out of my sight. Sure of their standing stones loomed from the peak of a nearby hill through my bedroom window, and the long shadows of their machines fell every day over my church. The roads we trod were their roads, and the walls that divided up our land were their walls. Their temples became our markets, our fields were littered with their tools. No mountain, nor river, nor forest could stop their building, and with their technology they mastered the world. The Engwithians laid the foundation of Eora. We, the living, are merely the skin atop their bones. But they never made it to the living lands. How can that be so? Okay, so we've done one thing. I wonder if there's something else I can do now. There's something missing though, isn't there, with that? So there is something missing. Gotta be something else we can activate. That's one. That's two. There's something else I need to mess with. Can't get me happy, but I don't care. I'm messing because I want to mess. Are you going to stop me? How are you going to do that, dude?
Careful, please.
Why?
Stop! Don't damage my statue!
Oh, he wants to fight.
Let's see what you got.
God just wants to fight. Mate, I want your sword. Mate, I want his sword. Get him. Burn.
Hear us. Follow us. We would speak to you.
I'm taking his sword, man.
We make a good squad.
We just killed him. Oh yeah. Speak to the voice. Where is the voice? B. Hi.
A statue, a deathless body, Kith building in their own image. It intrigues us, yet it is not finished. Skin without breath. We sense something. Deep in the ruins, essence of the same note. A piece longs to be reunited. Will you look for it?
Why do you want to finish this statue?
It dreams in colors we have never seen. But we use it? We cannot know. It must be complete.
How will I know when I've found what I'm looking for?
A cloudless sky. You will see. It waits in the heart of the ruins. Down until there is only up. Seek it there.
I'll find the missing piece.
We sift through water. What could it be? But hurry. The roots twist. The earth heaves underneath the stone. The eaves cannot hold.
Hey, Envoy. Back with us?
Yeah. We've got to retrieve the missing piece and the expedition. We've got documents, quest. This is crazy, but I'm now gonna switch to secondary. New sword. This is the new sword. Aye aye aye. All because I chose to kill him rather than listen to his words. Oh, so now I've killed the only other godlike there was. He's gone, it's just me. How dare he think he could be how dare he think he could survive as long as I have. I will kill anyone that threatens my path to becoming the greatest godlike. Now it's kind of sad that we've had to do that. I don't know what happens if we activate it. I didn't want him to turn aggressive, but at the same time, if I have to, I'll do it. Just to, you know, see what happens. And we've now got a core sword.
Roots clogging up this tunnel. Almost like they're reaching or something.
Swim then. This is so freaking cool. Did the expedition team actually make it here, or did they all drown? There's a bug here. Bug. This clay tablet is inscribed. Yohiza is I don't even know what that says. That's not good. Oh, we need to get quick. That's better. Nearly drowned. Nearly bloody drowned. Oh, the expedition team in here. I bet they're all dead. Oh, there's bugs here. Ah! No one messes with me. There's a book here though. Whoever copied this book appears to have been in a great hurry as they feared being caught. The gods strip us of who we are on every turn about the wheel, mercilessly shaving off all we've learned with their divine lives or loves. We retain the pale shadows of our soul, but knowledge, memory, self, all of it is cut away. Do the gods fear we might someday rival their strength if they do not? The trees of Glanfath possess souls as strong as any Kith, and their entangled roots extend for miles. But dig beneath any of them. Follow those roots and you'll see they don't end but lead to a neighbour. They're many souls sharing one body. Why shouldn't willing Kith be able to do the same? A limb may be grafted from one tree to the trunk of another, and in time they'll bear sweeter fruit together than either might have alone. Wouldn't it be possible then to graft a scion soul to the rootstock of a willing Kith? The souls wouldn't fracture but coalesce. They'll grow stronger together. The gods see fractured souls, but they don't care for them. Damaged, broken people are abandoned by their makers to twist in the wind, giving no succour, no relief. Would an intentionally fractured soul be similarly inconsequential to them? I will use their apathy against them. I will make their disdain serve me. A grafted soul is obscured from the sight of the gods. It spreads freely like a blood fever, but doesn't kill its host. No, I will be a fever of the spirit, invisible, unstoppable, eternal. Let me heal. Loads of books in here. The writing in this tomb is dense and spidery, and it advances across the pages at a sprint, as if its author's pen has been enchanted with a spell for celerity. Whatever musing scrotes, it will never be revealed. However, for the book's fragile pages swiftly disintegrate into your hands. There's loads of bloody books in here. Only the heartiest of explorers would dare take the long, dangerous trek to the living lands. While there is no denying its beauty, the diversity of plant life alone is an abelodic extreme. The inherent risk in blithely trekking through these pristine hills is more than most should undertake. Let me take a moment to tell you about the island itself. Rolling hills, greenery and sun. The whole area feels like a succession of hills and valleys, each with its own ecosystem. While that declaration is a tad extreme, it can almost be said to be true. The combination of sun, geographical location, proximity to fresh water, valley depth and the existence of hot springs have given the living lands a wide breadth of flora and fauna. Walk down a hillside into a valley and you will find lush, verdant hills. Climb the next rise and you might see something but rock and boiling mineral springs. And the creatures in my travels, I've seen it all, and this place never ceases to amaze me. Trolls. I will never forget my encounter with the trolls of the living lands. I just narrowly avoided being consumed by a giant plant, more on that later, and was running as fast as I could to get away from it. I broke the crest of the hill and the valley below was wide, green, wet and covered with low thick branches. Vines grew everywhere, between the trees, across the tops of them, down to the ground. It as a mess of vine and green. Cautiously I worked my way down towards the basin, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious, and it's a good thing I did so. I noticed not all the trees appeared to be trees. I froze, dropping to the ground in an effort to minimize my appearance. One of the trees moved, lumbering slowly away from the cluster. It's then that I realized it was a troll. Stepping out from among the group of trees it had been resting against, with a few more steps I would have walked right into their home. The camouflage these trolls exhibited far exceed any I had ever seen before. Hope to return again in the future and observe them more. Insects. While I have never seen them, I have read reports of giant insects in the living lands, centipedes, flies, mosquitoes and hornets, all 10 times the size you would see them elsewhere. Imagine making camp. You've just gotten everything set up. There's a nice fire going next to your shelter. Something is gently simmering in the cooking pot. Sit down finally feeling like you can relax after a trying day. You feel a tickling at your feet, insistent and prolonged. Reaching down to brush whatever it is away, your hand comes in contact with something hard, long and flexible, winding its way around your boot. You look down to see a centipede the size of your arm casually making its way over your feet towards the far side of your camp. You would get out of the camp, wouldn't you? That's exactly what my friend did when he realised he had started his fire over a centipede nest. Plants. And lest we forget, do not let your guard down around the plants. I discovered a wonderful collection of giant flowers that were bright pink and grew in a circle around a central stalk. What an aroma! I lack the words to describe how delicate it was. Sweet, fruity and light with just a hint of something tangy. Looking closely I saw some berries growing on the stalk in the centre of the flowers. Well, I just had to have them. So I started pushing my way through the flowers. Then the vines growing around the base of the plant began to twitch and the blooms turned towards me. It was at the moment I saw the blooms weren't exactly flowers, but hinged jaws. I had been fooled by its camouflage. I quickly retreated, pushing my back out. Just in time, the bloom slammed shut. If I had still been standing there trying in vain to reach the berries, I wouldn't be writing this book today. One day, Eophas was sitting on a wall watching a cat play in the sun. A crystal hung in a nearby tree had fragmented a sunbeam and scattered small motes of light on the ground. They danced around the cat, sliding over him as he frantically batted at them. He spun in place, following one as it rushed past him, and leapt on it, trying to pin it down. Eophas smiled, amused at the animal's tenacity. The cat landed on a spot, placing his paws over it, only to watch it flit away again. Eophas watched the cat's tail twitch and slap at the ground, annoyed that his prey could not be pinned. "Why must you tease him?" a voice said from behind him, accompanied by the crunch of sandals on gravel. I merely bring the dawn, Aethys responded. I don't stoke the hunter's heart. That's your responsibility, isn't it? True, said a second voice, but neither do you quell it. If the hunter could not see his prey, would he still hunt? So philosophical Hylia, Eo said, and turned to greet the two gods that approached them. Have you come to debate the parallel between sight and desire? Just as the war inviting Hylia and Galawain to join him, they sat in silence watching the cat who continued to hunt the sun, fruitlessly swatting at another mote and then rolling onto his back. I have created the ultimate prey, Eo said, finally breaking the silence. It can be tracked, it can be followed, it can be seen, but it can never be caught. Galawain laughed lightly. You don't agree, Galawain? Aethys asked. Well, it's true that your creation is elusive. It hardly can be considered the ultimate prey because it can never be caught. He poised his brow forward in thought. If that mote of light had substance, the hunter could subdue it. Otherwise, it's merely a dream. Truly a fruitless endeavour. All creatures spend their lives chasing fruitless endeavours, said Hylia. It is the way of mortality. Galawain laughed again. I could create a creature, a living creature of flesh and blood, that could never be caught. I make your dream a reality. Now it was Aethys' turn to laugh. You propose turning a fruitless dream into a fruitless reality. How is this any better? A life spent in the pursuit of an attainable goal far exceeds any other. But you said no. You just said no one could catch this creature. This is not attainable. Galawain smiled. Humanity has surprised us before. Indeed, it could surprise us again. I will create a great white stag, and I will set it free in the world. It will have grace, resilience, and tenacity. It will exist solely to be pursued for all its days, and it will never be caught. It will serve to inspire the hunt for generations to come. All those who wish for glory will invoke my name. All those who hear its story will ask for my blessing in finding it. Hylia shook her head and threw Galawain's a bemused look. I do not believe this is possible. So I too make an offer to the person who catches this stag, and they will catch the stag. I will bestow upon them its grace, resilience, and tenacity. Thrice blessed they will be. They will ask for my blessing on the hunt so they can attain my boon. Galawain and Hylia took up arguing whose name would be invoked more when the hunt was on. Aethys sighed, a small smile playing on the edge of his mouth. He stood and looked to the sky. The sun had already started to hide itself behind the mountains. The cat, long ago tired of the stalking the motes, had fallen asleep beneath the tree. He turned and looked at the other gods, deep in debate, and sighed again. I merely bring the dawn, he repeated as he made his way down the path. It is up to you to see what I reveal. So the gods have always been in competition. Served it from the collected journals of Wanamara Wave Chaser. The Ranga's men came to collect my portion of surprise share this morning. I had nothing to give them again. I make no money for the tribe. Though I am always in my little ferry boat, grey gull carving through the waves at night, I get no sleep. Watero asks me to conserve the lamp oil to come to bed, but I can't, not until I find it. I know it's out there, the lost city of Ukaizo, on every chart and map of the dead fire I found. Whether Huana, Felien or Ratuan, there is a gap, an empty space where so much of our history should be. Did it burn to ash and cinders in the cataclysm? Did it sink below the waves? Does Nagati clutch it to her breast at the bottom of the sea? Perhaps it's lost and wandering like me, unmoored, looking for a home it can't remember, but for which some insistent longing burns in its chest, an ember always smouldering, a little fire to put it on. Waitero wants me to give it up, but how can I? On moorings when the sky is so clear, I can hardly catch my breath for the beauty of it. I think I see it out there, shimmering in the brightening blue light. Is it a taunt or a beckoning? Would I be able to tell the difference? I asked the fisher folk when they returned with their catch at sunset. Tabir, I say, did you see anything? Or you, Mabori? How about you, Parai? They avoid me now. Tara says they're busy, but I know. They think I'm tired, sick, and sun-aidled. The way Puri's lips curls in disgust when I approach. The way Tabir's eyes seems to see right through me. I know. They won't have to suffer me much longer, because tomorrow I'm taking Greygull and sailing north. Someone has to chase the old tales. So I will. Annals of the Pagranen. It was in the time of Edrahil, the sure-footed, that we came to Clear Ben Relag, an ancient place of the builders, as the locals call them. It was a marvellous sight, a door in the mountain frowned by a pair of ghoulish aspects. Through some exercise of trickery or cunning, Edrahil was able to gain access for our scholars, that we might observe and record what lay inside. Have a quick drink. We discovered a foundry of sorts, the like of which neither we nor our distant brethren had seen. Through careful observation, we surmised that the ancient had used this place to extract souls and transfer them to suits of armour. Delicate and challenging work, yet the scale they had achieved left us humbled and astounded. Perhaps most remarkable was the golems, living suits of armour powered by essence. We lost 2 of our fellows when the creatures caught us unawares, but once we subdued them they proved quite fascinating. All too aware that our hosts would never again allow us nor other curious travellers to visit this place. We took meticulous notes and measurements of all we saw, forsaking bread and sleep until the work was done. We reported all to Edry Hill, whereupon he praised our work and urged us quickly forward. For if such a place lay abandoned in the forest, who can say what other mysteries gods and Kith have left in this strange and wild land? Another book. Hang on, have I forgot? Hang on, there's a book up there. Can I get it? Okay. History of Living Lands 3, Glossalia. In the ruins of Uskayo, the great city of the ancient Huana in the Deadfire, I once found a curious inscription. The inscription was written in 3 languages and arranged in a circle around a small pool of water. 2 of the languages were unknown to me. The first of these scripts was largely runic, rounded and orderly, and looked like it was meant to be painted rather than chiselled into stone. It put me to mind of the architecture of Edwinth, with its frequent arches and odd conjunctions of angles. The other language branched off one long stem. This one was curious. At first I thought I was meant to read it left to right, but the character shapes didn't have a flow that felt intentional. It wasn't until I tilted my head that I understood I was attempting to read it on its side, that I was instead meant to read it from top to bottom, and lightly right to left. Fascinating. I have seen nothing like it in all of Eora. Really? So they didn't understand what writing. They didn't understand that you had to. Oh yeah, because some countries do read different, don't they? Like from right to left instead of left to right. Top to bottom and lightly right to left. Some countries do read different. In Japanese manga, they read from right to left. I think like you open it differently. The third of the scripts I recognised. It was near ancient Huana, a language I studied idly in my youth. I had been obsessed with its more logographic predecessor, far ancient Huana, for many years. What a pleasure at last to see something I knew. After a few hours of meditation, I recall enough of the alphabet to take a stab at transcription. Ka wingoro o watoro te katoa ni kipi punia o kosa ne kingi o kingi kanewe kaneno anea anegati kua ite enai heno ke aki kakinga. Wingaru a Watari, King of Usaquai, the King of Kings, and as the cadence of dedication, could this last inscription be the key to deciphering the 2 other unknown languages? Oh, that's cool. Oh, I tried to read that, so I'm sorry if I butchered it. There's another book. No, this book isn't readable. That's the one that disintegrated, isn't it? Yeah, that disintegrated. I've got another book where I need to read, which is this. On the fire-forged path, the travels of Gijark Yatan. Okay, the book is well worn and smells faintly of mildew. Its spine is cracked, and as you thumb through the book's pages, it falls open to a folio more ragged and dog-eared than the others. Though I was born and raised a Magronite, and a Magronite now I will stay, as a young man I undertook a pilgrimage to visit a holy house dedicated to every god. In doing so, I hope to know them each the better, to take what they had to teach and sow it into my soul like so many seeds, that my soul might grow and bear only the most delectable fruit for my goddess to devour at the moment of my death. So it is no small amount of amusement that I pen this account of my visit once to a church of Whale, the many-eyed, many-tongued god of dreams and secrets, revelations and mysteries, and revealed to you all I learnt there. The challenge came first in finding adherents to Whale's doctrine, for they are not often ones to announce their presence, preferring instead to build their flock from the solitary seekers who delve through ancient ruins and ruined archives in the history of the strange. The bizarre, the forgotten, but persistence is my goddess. First teaching, and find them I did. The Waielites, Neketeken congregation was small then, as it likely remains now, and on the morning I stumbled upon them, they were lounging like so many cats in the sun on the steps above Queen's Berth, sharing between them a bottle of arak and pipes packed with white leaf and rip sponge. I knew them for Waylights, not for any badge or robe or trinket they wore, not for their race or age, but for the ardour of their debate on the most benign of topics. I begged that they take me to their church and permit me to worship with them, and they laughed as one, their many voices like the howling of wild dogs. They acquiesced when I told them of my quest, and then invited me to sit and share their drink. I did, and as the arak burned a trail of fire down my throat, they showed me the dimensions of their hall of worship. Their stairs were their pews, they said, the blue sky their ceiling, and their walls the edges of the world. All of creation sits within its bounds. As morning neared midday, they stood as one and began to climb the mountain. "Where'd you go now?" I asked. "To worship," they replied. Great wave of relief washed over me, for at last I would have my lesson from them. We climbed the many steps of Nekataka and arrived at last in the sacred stair. "Where is your temple?" I asked, and in response they whooped like children, rushing past me in a squall of smoke and laughter. I followed as best I could, though I wet my good slippers in the stream and could hardly keep my feet on the moss-slick stones, and we surged soggy-footed and hollering into the temple of Gon. "To worship, to worship!" they cried. We shoved past dawn stars bent in praise of the macabre god, laughing all the while, and came to stand before a leafless tree whose boughs were hung in lanterns, too numerous to count. I had nary a moment to catch my breath before the waylights were clambering into the great tree's branches. A young man pulled me up with one hand and handed me a pipe with the other. The priests of Gorn screeched and wailed, and all the while we squawked like birds, our smiles wide and eyes alight with a rack and lantern fire. The Matterhorn came soon after to chase us away, but not before we'd done our share of singing to the many-eyed, many-tongued god of dreams. Would that I could have stayed with them a while longer, but alas, I could not deny my soul its journey. Nor the whispers of my goddess in my ear. I took again to the road in search of churches, but I must admit, ever after I longed always after for that tree. The Life and Discovery of Pangram. Mention the name Pangram to anyone with even a passing knowledge of animancy, and you could find yourself in for a very long discussion. Publicly revered but privately lauded as a hero and genius, Pangram's history is at turns revolutionary, horrific and mysterious. Pangram was fascinated, some might say obsessed, with the concept of animancy. It consumed his life as he dedicated everything to understand it. He would frequently travel to Glanfaf and the Deerwood to visit the Engwiffian ruins there. He would take notes and make sketches, bringing anything back with him that he could to help him unlock the mysteries. After years of study, Pangram had reached the point where he could no longer conduct research on his own, and he took on an assistant, Helig of Fane. Soon Helig was making trips to Glanfaf in Pangram's stead, gathering knowledge, while Pangram stayed behind to experiment. This partnership quickly bore fruit, and Pangram made a breakthrough, one that would irrevocably change his life, the general attitude about animancy forever. While the specifics of experimentation will never truly be known, the rumours and stories that still circulate tell that he had sent out inquiries asking for live subjects for help with a dangerous experiment that might change their life, or might end it. Those who were already dying were especially encouraged to apply. Response was overwhelming. Pangram had his pick of numerous willing bodies. That is, when he had his breakthrough, he discovered a way to fix a soul, anchoring to it its body so it couldn't leave at death. He had discovered eternal life. His research and life's work had resulted in the greatest single discovery that animancy could hope for. His findings were published and quickly spread through Valia and beyond. While some groups, the Wodican Church for example, decried his work as nothing more than blasphemy and heresy, many put it to practice. Everyone wanted the chance at immortality. But everything comes with a cost. It quickly became apparent that simply restraining the soul while keeping the person technically alive was doing nothing for the body, which continued to decay, devolving warping the soul now trapped inside it. The creatures it created were dangerous, carnivorous beasts that kill brutally and indiscriminately. The backlash was ruthless. The practice of Pangram's discoveries was outlawed, his works was collected and burned. He and Helig were branded heretics and hunted, chased from town to town until Pangram simply vanished. Helig was tracked down, captured and brought to trial for the atrocities committed against Valia and its people. The trial was barely more than a formality to bring charges against him, as everyone knew what hand he had played in the disaster. He was sent to prison for years, but eventually released once public outrage died down. Not long after his parole, he disappeared as well. Occasionally talk surfaces that a copy of Pangram's theorems has been found, untouched by the purging flames that destroyed its brothers. These rumours seldom end up being more than that. Many groups and wealthy individuals have formed, sending out a call to anyone who will listen. Find us a copy of the theorems. They offer gold, jewels, statues, anything they can to entice adventurers to help them achieve their goals. For there are those who would give anything for a chance at immortality, even become a monster. Crazy people. Screw that. Oh. I'm going to read that in a sec. I think there's another book somewhere in there, sis. Another thing. And the sun shall break through the darkness, the new dawn arriving with the rebirth of the day. Rejoice, all ye who dwelleth in the shadow, who are broken and beaten. The winter soon comes to an end. Spring shall rise, bringing light and life to the world. Radiant life, and thy soul shall find warmth in his arms. All creatures bask in his glory. The rays of his countenance bathe in the world, bringing an end to the night, ushering in the day. Kneel before him and wonder at his benevolence. Feel the warmth of his radiant presence. If thou art broken, he shall make thee whole. If thou art in darkness, he shall bring thee to the light. If thou art sinful, thou shalt be reborn. If thou art cold, his warmth shall bolster thee. How canst I, so lowly and worn, speak words of proper adulation? Thine eyes, whose gaze see the sin in me, yet still shows love. Thine hands, whose grip pulls me out of darkness. Thine ears, listening to my every prayer. Thine heart, bright as the dawn, give me warmth where I am raw. If you are spring of spring, son of the world, thou'st give me life and purpose. If thine heart be black, if thine intention be impure, thy life is forfeit. For he hath seen. He can see, he will see, nothing is hidden from his glory. His light touches every corner of the world, nothing is hidden from his sight. If thou dost thy work in the dark, if thou wouldst keep thine actions hidden, thou shalt be burned in the sun of the new dawn. Day comes soon, prepare for the dawn, nothing is hidden from his reach. And there's another book over here, isn't there? So we got the Drywood Part 5, flipping at there's loads. Lord, while under Adir rule was technically no longer taboo after Hadrat's rebellion, academics began its study again in earnest in 2681. By 2697, there were almost 40 academics actively researching the field both in the Deerwood and the Rallian Republics. Even though no significant result had been discovered, a tragic breakthrough of sorts happened in 2704. An animancer working in Belridge accidentally shattered the souls of about a dozen volunteers who had been helping him. In retaliation for the deaths, the citizens of the area stormed his house and killed him. The Earl of the region, not wanting to waste resources or anger the locals any more than they already were, did nothing to find the head of the vigilante mob. But neither did he outlaw animancy. To ensure their own safety, most animancers moved from the rural areas where they were studying and settled in Defiance Bay, many then choosing the emerging and wealthy district of Brackenbury as their new home of operations. While there were still a few breakthroughs and the study animancy continued for the next 24 years, it quickly slowed as it became cost prohibitive and complicated the more people learned about it. Most animancers couldn't afford to continue research without the support of donations or gifts from the wealthy individuals and organisations. In 2737, some animancers, desperate to continue their studies and seeing no other means of furthering their research, entered the forbidden ruins of Eir Glanfath to further their research. They discovered some such sites had strange artifacts that seemed to bear affinity to soul essence and began to prod at the devices for further insight. Even with continued research, they were unable to tell quite what they had discovered. Eventually, they were found out by the Glanfathans, who captured some of them, demanding they be punished for their crimes. The Deerwooden authorities, in order to maintain their treaties and keep the peace, had no choice. They allowed the animancers to be executed according to Glanfathan tradition. This led the Duke to make an additional proclamation. The study and practice of animancy on or even near the sacred Glanfathan site will be punishable by death. In 2718, in order to solidify relations again with the Glanfathans, the Deerwooden government allowed some animancers to begin training and experiments in conjunction with the Glanfathan mine hunters. Their native ciphers, this was an exchange of information. The animancers documented the secrets of the mine hunters' powers. The mine hunters learned new techniques for concentration which assisted them in taking their powers to a level no Glanfathan had seen before. The ciphers, no longer wary of the animancers' intentions, trusted them to such a level that they convinced the Glanfathans to find some animancers limited access to some of the training sites where the Glanfathans practice. The Animfaths of the Glanfatham tribes opened the training grounds of the animancers. They were not allowed inside, as this was still strictly forbidden, but the general allowances by the Glanfathans were seen as a breakthrough in relations. Between the Deerwood and Eir Glanfath, Over the next 8 years, the Animancer's research would continue unimpeded. With the exception of some minor squabbles, there has been no major strife between the two groups for almost 120 years since. So I've got to go through there, but I want to read this next. What's this? This drawing details plans for the creation of a large statue powered by essence. The essence is intended to be injected into the statue by an array of animatic devices. Where such a vast store of essence might come from and what a statue could do with it is unclear. We'll see. Can you do it? Might burn it.
Here it comes.
There we go. I could use my sword actually, couldn't I? Come to think of it. Are they alive or are they dead?
Gone shore, and I never knew something this big was under our feet the whole time. Dreams come true. I hate to think it reaches all the way down here.
Hey Bugs, don't worry, I'm killing these. I'm coming for these. Did I get to him? Did I jump up there? I'll go up with one. You kill these. I'm gonna have this dude.
The pose, a pulse beating out of time. Should it be disturbed?
Yes, it should. With this leaving of this precious body, we commemorate our most glorious God with all his saints. Let us commend ourselves and one another in our whole life to Iphios, the Dawn Treader. For this holy house and for those who enter it with faith, reverence, and the fear of our God, we consecrate this temple in his name. Optional. So, where are they?
If it weren't for the creepy oracle and the invading roots, this place would be kinda nice.
Big question is, where are... What's that? That's electric. Can I do it? That's one. The other one's fire, but where do I get the fire one?
There's the relic. It can't be as easy as just grabbing it, can it?
Right. I haven't been in a lot of ancient ruins, but you don't have to be an expert tomb robber to think this is probably a trap. Have I mentioned that I think that's a terrible idea?
Ready? Oh, this is fire in it. Let's get the fire one.
Behind you.
Or is it electric?
What am I hitting?
Okay, no. It says electric as well.
The false idol. It waits.
Something's moving in the main chamber.
We'd better get moving too.
Still got. We still got to look for them wherever they are. They're dead, ain't they? Continue searching for the Avowed expedition. Get them all! Bloody skeletons. I've got to place the splinter. Oh shit.
We too. Way out must have flooded during that earthquake. Blasted ruins.
Well,
There. Oh my god. Okay, gotta still search for this expedition. Are they dead?
something's not right here. Take a look around.
Oh no. New orders came down from the Jaren today. We've been sent to the Living Lands. The diplomatic corps has established an embassy in the port city of Paradise, and they need support cataloguing the unusual ruins there. No doubt it would take months, perhaps a year or two at the very least. I promised Woodwin I'd be in High Crown to celebrate Inesta with him and the children, especially since it'll be Miri's coming of age. But how often are you given the opportunity to lay the foundation of study for a previously undiscovered ancient culture? I'm sure you'll understand, and Miri well. I think my daughter will be glad I'm gone. It's not like the gods are making new continents. The world is getting smaller every day. It always seems as though the moment I finally get my sea legs, we're pulling into harbour, and a charming harbour it is, despite what Daring told me, and not nearly so dangerous as the clerks in High Crown weren't. I swear on the Queen, half my countrymen resent any city that isn't the Emperor's purely on principle. There was a letter waiting for me when I arrived at the embassy. I suppose Rudwin sent it before I left. The cowards filed for dissolution for marriage, but he couldn't muster the stones to tell me to my face. Let him assume it never arrived, for I certainly won't dignify it with a reply. This whole episode has given me a blinding headache, a horrible pinching sensation behind the ears. I had a few days set into life at the embassy while the powers that be argue about how to best make use of us. While I was resting, the ambassador's clerk took the scouts to some dreadful little swill house in a rough part of town. Naturally, a couple of the younger lads poisoned themselves with alcohol. Mother and me wants to be furious, but I must hardly muster the energy as long as Offric's avoiding his stomach in the canals, and instead of the bunkhouse, it's not my business after all. I think I'll take the team to Fort Northreach, see if we can't help their active archivist identify the purpose of the godless ruins there. Blessed New Year! The team acquitted themselves well at the fort. With Quaidman's help, I was able to get down into the basement of the ruins there and take a good look at the construction. Naturally, I left the note I took at the fort. I feel like I can hardly even think these days. But I believe I remember enough of what I learned to write a satisfactory report for the ambassador. Could those ruins have been the site of a fertility temple? I mean, goodness, look at the shape of their buildings. The Sturgarrote Inquisitor attached to the embassy has uncovered rumour of a holy relic in a cave here in Dawnshaw, and she suggested we might want to investigate. I know I should be eager to get down there to explore, but I've hardly been able to get out of my bedroll since we returned to Paradise. I bet there's a curse tablet with my name on it that Rudwin's installed at the Temple of Skane back in High Crown. Nothing else could explain the hideous nightmares I've been having. Mushrooms erupting from my skin. Oh no. My eyes replaced by quivering stalks. Miri turning into a tree. Woodwin splitting in half and opening like a flower. No matter what drug I take or which god I pray, they refuse to go away. I collapsed while we were gearing up in the market, and none of the merchants would help me off the ground. One of them muttered something about a soul plague and ran off to tell his mates. I tried to tell the man I wasn't sick, just going through a divorce, but I couldn't speak. It was like my tongue had turned to mud. The Inquisitor pulled me aside when the boys got me back to the embassy. She was able to press the locals for more about the relic. Apparently it was taken from Iphios' Titan skeleton, the very one I made my reputation discovering, and it's well known for its ability to heal anyone who holds it. Cannot delay any longer, I must find it.
Well, we found the expedition.
Did they kill each other? Oh, this is sad. We didn't get here in time, did we? What's that? Oh, lockbox. Okay, so they're all dead. Let us read this. The removal and transference of souls is a practice both ancient and sophisticated. There is evidence that the Endwithians were particularly adept at this, yet few details have survived them. Some are called animals of the Parugum. What is known is that the removal of a soul is a difficult process and one that requires an expert hand and precise tools for any chance of success. Early attempts of a test pool of 138 goats left most of the subject with mange or fractured skulls. Wow, that's bad. In all but 2 of the 11 instances where the soul was successfully removed, the essence dissipated before scholars could capture it. The process requires conducting materials, copper and adra, specifically immersion in water is important to ensure that the soul is drawn in a steady and uniform manner with no distortions or breakages. A warped soul is at best useless and at worst unpredictable. We have since mastered the process of soul transference and have seen the benefits of infusing forged work with the essence of animals and wilder. What remains to be seen is whether we might see greater gains from using the souls of Keith, where we would procure the appropriate subjects, and how much personality and autonomy we would want to leave intact in such cases. Jeez. Oh my god. It's back there, but what's through this? Oh, nothing. Okay, so we gotta go back. So we found them, they all died. Or killed each other. Did they all kill each other? That's the thing. I think they did, didn't they? I think they all killed each other. I think they all went crazy. But it doesn't look like there was a battle. Doesn't look like there's blood all over them, so I'm not sure how they died. Unless that god killed them.
Place it. Entwine them.
It makes me think, did someone kill them? Speak to Offric. What's Offric doing here? Okay, let's take it back up. I thought that was Offric saying it was actually here. So they went down in the lift. We didn't. We went the long way round. Okay, let's see what happens.
A heart for a heart. We will speak to you. Given life. One day when we are free, we could return here, dwell in this body, feel the earth again. But it is a sprout, fragile. It must sleep here undisturbed. A secret you could keep. Tell us, will you give us this gift?
If I let you have it, what will you do with it?
We are not sure. Could we touch the world? Walk in the ocean? Sift our fingers through sand?
How will you claim it?
A shard of Adra tethers it to us. Yet it is weak. A quagmire of essence occludes its veins. If we had time to tend it, perhaps we could find a way.
Statue's yours, have it?
A vessel to hold us. We will remember this. The Adra strains. It aches, a choking barricade of souls. Essence like mud, we cannot swim here. It must be flushed out. Free this obstruction, then when our prison bars fall, we will see.
Pull the lever at the workstation. This.
New earth to till, new flower. We rest now. We must consider this.
Now, whatever you do with it, you better help us. Travel back. Speak to Ulfric. Hang on, some of our companions' character. I've also leveled up. Ha 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 ha, I can also level. Resolve. Might. Abilities. Toughness. Could increase my health again. Yeah, screw it. Companions. Both got one. So you got unbendable defense. Casts mines regenerate health and increases damage. Do it. You as well. There we go. Lovely. Still over encumbered. Are we over encumbered? 20. No, we're not anymore. Not anymore, but I can break some stuff down in a bit. In fact, let's do some, and I'll sell the rest. What's that? 7 strivings. What is this? What is it? Let's have a look.
The Oracle might have been a creepy murdering cool, but he sure kept a nice home.
Right, no, I don't want that. And obviously I'm going to use my wand. There we go.
Guess his work on that statue didn't leave much time for renovations.
This was his little home. Read everything and go. Read that one. With the mention of the name Waidwin, most folk think of only one word, God Hammer. While this event echoes through the ages and is still 30 years after the destruction of Avondir Bridge, Waidwin's humble beginnings belie the powerful force he would grow into. Waidwin lived an unassuming life in the remote area of Ridceras. The son of all as farmers, he toiled in the fields alongside his father for 22 years until his father's death. Farming fell to him to run he considered selling, but had no other skills upon which to draw, so he set on the path of all as farmer as well. Nothing of note was recorded in Waidwin's life until 4 years after his father's death. One day while working the fields, Waidwin's life was irrevocably changed. In his words, night was falling, the fingers of dusk already gripping the sky, the sun had dipped behind the world's edge and stars were peeking from beyond the shroud. The day was still and darkness had blanketed the field. I placed my last harvest of the day into the collection pile when from behind me rose a brilliant light. I turned, feeling my breast, knowing not what could have caused such intense radiance. Behind me stood a blazing figure, resplendent in glory. Its white flesh glowed with a luminescent radiance, his head a blinding ball of light, brighter than the highest sun of mid-ear. I averted my gaze, afraid I would be struck down for daring to gaze upon such a creature. A sudden peace washed over me, sweeping away my fear, leaving my troubled soul tranquil. A loving warmth wrapped its arms around me. A voice spoke to me as I stood transfixed, trying to both see this glorious being and avoid its dazzling scrutiny. "Fear not," said to me, "for you are chosen above all others. You will be the light to bring about the rebirth of an empire." He then held out its hand and bestowed upon me a vision of power, such that I could scarcely contain it. Waidwin, dishevelled and dirty, stumbled into his village next morning, telling all who would listen about the miracle that happened in his fields. Eophas himself, he claimed, had appeared to him. He was to punish the Adrian governor for leading his people into ruin. A way would be provided, and those faithful who helped would be blessed when the divinity manifested. Villagers ignored him, convinced the loss of his parents had broken his mind, but Waidwin continued to preach over the power of Eophas and the corruption of the governor, eventually earning him the ear of the locals. His confrontations with the villagers hit a turning point one day in mid-autumn. A crowd had gathered around Waidwin, jeering him and telling him to leave the village. The Volus cropped that season was particularly light, and the villagers blamed Waidwin, saying he had angered the gods, particularly Eophas. With his blasphemy they backed him into one of the withered fields, yelling at him to go. Accounts of the inciting action were hazy. Some say a stone was thrown, others say he was pushed, others still say he simply tripped over a dry root sticking from the ground. Regardless of the cause, Waidwin landed face down on the ground, the villagers standing over him laughing. "Enough!" a voice, not Waidwin's, boomed across the field. Waidwin looked up at the crowd, his eyes glowing with a blinding white light. He stood, but did not stand. One moment he was on the ground, the next he was standing before the crowd, who cowered before him. "You dare deny me?" The voice spoke through Waidwin's mouth. "You dare refuse my servant?" Waidwin's arms raised, beginning to luminesce. You dare require proof? His arms went out to his sides. Never ask again, lest you be burned in the light of the new dawn. There was a flash of light from Waidwin's eyes and hands, and the entire field sprang to life. The once dried and brittle plants became full, lush, and verdant. The crowd was silent. From somewhere in the back came a call of praise, Eophos, and they all fell to their knees in front of Waidwin. Farmer turned god. And then, as we heard, he started then a war, didn't he? There's another book here. The spine of this book bears a stamp designating it part of the restricted collection of the Horse Obscured. It appears to have been stolen. Every page is filled with closely packed writing illustrations. One passage reads, St. Waidwin pursed his lips and stared down the glowing visage which peered at him between stalks of Aulus. He gripped the wooden shaft of his scythe, slick with sweat, from his palms, the hands of a working man which he was. Then you're Eophos then, he said. That I am, said the god. Then you already know what I want, said the farmer who's Waidwin. That I do. Waidwin unknotted the taut cord which restrained his ponytail and let the flowing locks cascade around his shoulders and rest over the shelf of his bosom. He winked and cleared his frock before the winking again. I've got a candle, hasn't been lit properly. Eos moved closer and the patch cut off abruptly with a series of jagged knots pressed deeply into the parchment. Eora's not ready for this. And we have his diary as well. Is this his diary, this one? Incomplete lecture. How do I live? There's no consolation. When he left the world I was empty of divinity. I'm a slave now to desire for it. I am unmoored from space and time. I'm a body persisting until it's gone. Nothing is what he wanted me to become. And now he's joined his god.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to see Paradise.
Well, that was certainly an experience of some kind. Let's go catch up with Obsidian.
Boom! Boom.
Well, that was fun.
Tis with this sword. This sword's wicked. Let's go and speak to Offric. Thank you. Marauder. There's gotta be another way into the city from here. Okay, so I can't go that way.
All quiet here for now.
Oh, they're still there. After they killed him. Oh, best not go over here, I'll definitely die. Let's just get back to the town, city the other way. Get back down the lift. Oh shit. Can I call it? Yeah. Boom. Let's go.
Say what you like about my people. We built a phenomenal wall.
Oh god, what am I stuck on? I'm actually stuck on summit, what the hell? What is down there that's stopping me from getting down? Oh fuck it, I'll just jump down. Got stuck. If anyone gets in my way, I'll kill it. What is that? My magic will kill you, don't worry. Some else. What's that? Another beetle. Making proper nasty noises. Damn ass beetle.
Not bad,
So this leads to this gate, which is locked. They've completely barricaded this gate, so we can't come in through here. You'd think they'd have like just guards posted there just in case. Nobody? Strange. It's not that far from this section. They could easily have kept it open. Bannerman, how are you, Bannerman?
Gods be with you, envoy.
Thank you, Bannerman.
I think we're done here.
Alright then, whatever. What's this? Captain Cernick, the western gatehouse closed till further notice. No one comes or goes. Till your clever returns, I expect the Paradise militia to answer to the Stilgar route. Before you object, remember that your city is leaderless and undefended, and without leadership and militia is nothing but a mob. Oh, what a jerk. Ludwin, you are not in charge. I shall not allow you to be in charge.
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
Oh shit.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
Oh god.
An interesting day so far. An interesting day indeed.
Hey, it's the envoy! Envoy, hey! I swear, I owe you the world. I owe him the world. He saved my life, remember?
Yeah, you only told me about 100 times.
Hey, where's Yeda? Is everyone else on their way?
I'm afraid not.
No. Oh God. Does he mean?
They didn't make it, Offric. I'm sorry.
But you saved Cadman. You couldn't save them? Or you didn't try?
What happened?
The Oracle ripped their souls from their bodies and put them in his statue.
What?
Right. So it could have been worse.
They probably went quickly, if that helps.
I can't understand this.
Hey, Offric, hey, listen. We always knew that was a risk, right? And we told ourselves.
Better to go out at the bottom of the world or the top. And dying in bed like Granda, asking what if.
Did you avenge them? Is the Oracle dead?
I killed him before he even had a chance. Yeah, he's gone.
At least they got justice.
And I got my brother back.
Don't be a baby. You would have been fine without me.
What I mean to say is, we're grateful, Envoy.
What's next for you two?
Ambassador Heelgard has written to Expedition Command back in High Crown to see if they'll let us come home.
While we wait for their reply, I thought...
Wait. Let me guess. Mermaid's Den.
You told him?
It was a moment of weakness. I thought I was dead. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to give you this. It belonged to our grandfather. He'd always wanted to join the Corps, but life got in the way. When we were recruiting, he gave it to us to remind us to live well.
I'll treasure it.
Well, I'm sure you've got big Envoy things to do.
I don't know if you heard, but there's a plague on and everything.
If you're ever in High Crown, look us up.
Yeah, we can drink to the Corps together.
I will. Take care, you two.
I wish things had turned out better for the rest of their crew, but I'm glad they made it.
These two will be just fine. I'm sure of it.
Hang on. Godless Ruins, Pilgrim's Path, Pilgrim's Strangle Route. Loads of quests still, which is good. I'm going to finish in a bit, I think. Journal. Let's do... Actually, that's the main quest. I'm not doing that yet. I want to do... Do I want to do one of the side quests, or do we carry on? Yeah, screw it. We're still doing this.
One of them may even get a happy ending.
I've still got to find the... I've still got to go and find the bloody Watcher. Can't believe I haven't actually spoke to the Watcher yet. It's over here somewhere, in it. Ancient memory, Watcher's mirror. Why is this telling me to go this way? It's telling me it's by the militia barracks, it's not. It's miles away. Market district. Hello, Marilyn. Whom you?
Step right up. I can tell you need more fire in your life. Or maybe more essence.
Maybe both.
Please buy something. I'm trying to prove a point.
Do these goods have any risks I should be aware of?
Of course not. I wouldn't sell you something I thought would kill you. That's not good for business.
No, it's not. I have to ask, you never know when you'll summon something unsavory.
I did that once. I had to hire a watcher to get the phantom out. I suppose I shouldn't brag about that to a potential customer.
You mentioned proving a point earlier. What was that about?
My sister, the blacksmith, she doesn't think this will work out. I say she's wrong. Why keep a dagger under your pillow when you can use a ward stone instead?
Spells can fail. A sturdy weapon will never let you down. A dagger is all well and good until your enemy summons a fireball.
See? You understand? It's not cheating. It's being prepared.
Let me see what you're selling. Oh my god. Okay. So I've got... Find the flame. I've got that already. That. Fine Grimoire of Greater. Fireball, Blizzard, Crackling Bolt, Bristling Frost. I could do that. And there's Fine Wand. Yeah, I can't get anything else, but I've got something extremely strong now. Hang on, let me sell.
Mine?
Let me see if I could sell some stuff to you. I'm not going to be using that. Keep that, keep that. Common Wand, get rid of that, because I'm... No, Common Grimoire of Elements, because I'm going to be using the new one. Yeah, I'm going to use a new one. Common Spear. Get rid of that. Get rid of 3 of them. Axe. Quarterstaff, get rid of that. Pistol, get rid of. Shield. Keep them. I've got that. There we go. Lovely, thank you. Now let me go inventory, because I want to go... There we go, that'll do. What is that? I can have both, good. I need weapons. Oh my god, yeah. Hehehe, I got new magic. Isn't that cool? I've got a marketplace to explore now as well.
You can't be serious. That much for one rack of ribs?
Let's have a look around and then we'll... Then again, who's that?
Back for more supplies.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't believe how my new friend eats.
How are you? I'm going to challenge that Zurip to an eating contest someday.
My skates would be on him. No hard feelings.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm not sure what kind of favor I could owe you, but I owe you one. Thank you.
Oh, she's alive. It actually works. That's good. She didn't actually get killed.
always thought they should move to High Market. Then they'd make enough to eat.
Don't know what this is.
No signs of a struggle. Looks like misadventure to me.
Ah, I've seen worse. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Pearl District. As soon as we get here, he's gonna find the Watcher who's over there. We know this. I don't know why it wouldn't let me do it before. Watcher's over there. I just can't seem to get to this Watcher. I don't know how to get to this Witcher. Watcher, I mean, not the Witcher. I don't know how to get to the Watcher. The Watcher's there, but I can't seem to get to them. Morning. Come on, let's go. How the hell do I get to this Watcher? It says this leads to it, but it doesn't. Go round. Let's see if I can get to him. I can't see the... Unless I jump down, I'd probably get myself killed, but... Watcher's mirror. Oh shit, I didn't even realise. What the? Oh my god, Kamehameha. My god. Oh my life. Ain't got a chance against it. Decaying skeleton monk. Jeez. Oh my god, it's mad. Where are they all cooked? Are they just never ending now? What the hell? What the hell have we done? Or what have I done? I got the axe.
On your right.
He's mad.
Still recovering.
Is that it?
Just like the good old days.
Oh my life. That was like the good old days for you. My god, that was crazy. Gotta find a way down without getting myself killed. I can't jump across there, which would lead me to it, right? Okay, now. There's gotta be another way round. How do I jump across there then? How do I do this? Because I can't jump across that, can I? There's no way I can get across there. Jump! No? I'll get across there then. I don't know how to get across that bit. Even if I jump up there, I don't think I can do it. No, I don't think I can do it. It's weird. If I jump up there, maybe I could jump up. This is weird. I can't actually get to this person. I'm gone. Come on. Come on, we can do it. Yes! Oh my life, yes. So where would I have got up here and the other way? Yeah, I can't see another way to get up here apart from that acting like a maniac. You are not easy to find, Watcher. Oh my god. How far have I got to travel to this woman? She's been a bit con artist.
Back at any moment. Nothing of value would be lost.
No, that wasn't me. It was. How am I ever supposed to return to the farm? Be careful, godlike. Runid has such power. God, such terrifying power.
I'm not really concerned about whatever this Watcher has to say.
You should be. Well, she told me such terrible things. I was a wicked person in my last life. Evil to the core. So many dead. By my hands.
Do you seriously believe that nonsense? Everyone knows Watchers are frauds.
Well, I thought so too, but the things she told me, she couldn't have known them. No. It was real. Look, I just want to go back home. To the farm. How can I possibly face anyone now? Knowing what I know. I keep telling myself that that person, that murderer isn't me, but they were. They are.
If you really feel you need to atone, use this love to change the world for the better.
You really think someone with a tainted soul can do that? I hope you're right. Thank you, godlike. You have given me much to think on. Oh, make sure to toss a coin into the pond behind the Watcher's home after your reading.
Why?
Why, it's tradition. Runid doesn't accept payment for her readings. So this is what people do.
I don't accept payment for my advice either. You can just throw your coins at my feet.
What you do is your decision, but you have been warned.
Okay, if it's traditional, obviously follow their principle. I'll follow exactly what they want. I'm not going to mock their beliefs and that. Hello.
Step closer, godlike.
Hang on, demon. Runid, my people tell me what happened to your village, or at least what they understand of it. First, allow me to offer my sympathies. The wilderness is unforgiving, mysterious, and perhaps worst of all, unapologetic. Second, I invite you to reside in paradise for as long as you'll have us. Your need will be taken care of. All we ask in return is to make use of your talent as a watcher. Whenever you're ready for a new beginning, the gate of paradise is open to you. Yes, demon?
If it is a watcher you seek, then a watcher you have found.
This is giving me the shakes. Right, maybe I'll stand outside.
Why have you come to me, godlike?
You tell me, Watcher.
Good, good. They say a skeptical mind is evidence of an old soul.
I guess I'm older than I look.
Indeed you are, child of solace. Let's have a look at you then. You who came to these shores on a royal errand. You who have died and returned.
She's good.
To open the door to your soul, we must first open a door to your mind. Now repeat after me. I stand on the shore between here and beyond.
I stand on the shore between here and beyond.
Very good. Spoken with conviction. I dip my toe into bottomless depths.
I dip my toe into bottomless depths.
The lake is a mirror. The mirror is a door. And the door stands open.
The lake is a mirror, the mirror is a door, and the door stands open.
A door? A garden gate?
Impossible. Someone is here with us? How? Who are you? What are you? Show me what you are.
A hand knocks on our bark. Do we answer? How can they see?
What is this I hear? Old and forgotten. Echoes of echoes.
Yes.
An uninvited passenger?
Now she's hearing voices. Great. Is that gonna cost us extra or something?
Curious. Something clings to your soul, felt but unseen.
Voices, echoes in the placid lake. Shelter the seed from winter. Who reaches for our bars? Who speaks?
Enough! I have seen into your soul, and hereby close that which was open. The door is shut, the reading finished.
Excuse me?
Well, that was truly unexpected.
I don't understand what happened.
I am pleased to report I made contact with your soul, and then with something I cannot name. First, the good news. Not only is your soul healthy, it is strong, powerful. Strange for one who so recently died. Death leaves a scar, but you are unmarked. Instead of passing through the beyond, your soul was nurtured, protected, caged.
Soft. The shell cushions the egg.
You only live because someone would not permit you to die. But I wonder, who?
The gods?
Perhaps. But when they offer a second chance at life, it is never free of charge. It has been years since I met a godlike. Their souls have a sonorous quality, like the music of a bell. A godlike soul sings together with the god that has claimed them, made them their own. It gives them power. Your soul, it has no chime. In its place, a thorn jabs at your essence, working its way to the surface.
That's good, right?
I told you the good news. Now comes the bad, or the unusual. When you came into this life, a thorn pierced the fabric of your soul, and your soul grew around it, trapping and embracing the invader. A godlike's chime is a gift, a blessing. But a godlike's thorn? That may be a curse.
Which one of the gods did this to me?
I cannot say. The gods must answer for their actions. We know that a god touched you at birth, but which one and why? They always sign their work, and none of them lay claim to you. Disturbing. Terrible. There are so few godlike remaining, and you are a stranger even among your own kind.
What I'm hearing is you don't have the answers I seek.
I promised you no answers, godlike. Only the gift of my sight. I wish I could tell you that everything will work out in your favor. But the wheel turns by a merciless hand. One word of advice. When you find a pillar of Ardra, commune with it. Ardra has a strong link to the beyond.
Ardra?
Ardra holds the path between this life and the next, a conduit for souls all around Aora. Through Ardra, a soul may find its way back to the wheel, to be born again. But the Ardra here, in the living lands, is different, insular. It connects only to itself. Twisting vines, essence warping into essence.
When I touched an Ardra pillar, I heard a voice.
A lost soul, perhaps, wandering and in search of some connection from afar. When you find Ardra, commune with it. Take heed of its lesson. Ardra may pave your road to the truth, or it may lead to a dead end. But the journey will teach you. That I promise. Before we close, have you any final questions?
Can you tell my friend Kai about his soul?
Kai, your soul is heavy, burdened, yet something is missing. Something not easily replaced.
Hey, we don't need to make this all about me.
Can you tell my friend Marius about his soul?
Marius, I see terrible pain and the strength of will it takes to conceal it. I see jagged, self-inflicted scars.
Right. I could see that too if I don't get out of here soon.
This has been enlightening, thank you.
For us both, I assure you.
Glad someone got something out of this.
Safe travels, godlike, and thank you for the glimpse at your wonderful soul. I will pray that your next turning of the wheel is uneventful. Until then, you are bound to live a rich and complicated life.
Oh, thank you.
Any of that? That just sounded like a hot breeze to me.
This kind of thing makes my skin prickle.
What was that?
Let's get out of here.
Bye. It's fun. We gotta go throw a pound or a coin into the pond in a bit. What's up here? Oh, she's got books to read, or a book, and a bath now. Oh, it's in a lockbox, I shall take it. Another restless night, I watched people scream, flee and die. As a mountain toppled over and buried them, I overheard the great tree spread out its branches to eclipse the very stars, its bark a dizzying array of colours. The dreams are getting stronger but not clearer. Whose soul am I detecting? Why is my sight blurred when I try and focus on it? When last I had this dream, it augured the death of my village by a maddening blight. What is the dream trying to tell me now? I do not understand. Maybe I'm not meant to. Maybe it's for someone else. I wonder if we can come back here with any other companions we pick up to see if she can tell us about their souls as well. Because it's kind of interesting. Right, he's an interesting character. Right, now I've got to throw a coin in here. Place a coin. There we go. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if it works. I don't know what it does. Investigate the scene of the crime now. What's this lead up here? I'm nearly finished with this video as well. So I'm thinking we might do the... Thinking what we'll do is do the crime next week. Whee! Woo! Right, let's go to the camp. I'll finish there. Right, thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, take care.